What's up, stylettes and divas? It's your girl, Style Sadie S, and the S is for sewing tutorial. And in this video, we are getting into this stunning hand-beaded chandelier-esque two-piece and all the inspiration behind it and how I made it. So let's get into it, divas. Before we get started, go ahead and make sure y'all follow my socials, my personal page at Sadiva, my business pages at Style Sadie S and Golden Sheep, and my craft page at Embel Creations, all on Instagram. Now, my Facebook is Sadia Wahid, and Twitter, or X as they call it nowadays, is Style Sadie S. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video, and turn those post notifications on so you don't miss any of the tea, girl. Now that you have supported me across all platforms, I thank you highly, and let's go ahead and get straight into the video. With all of my projects and creations, there is inspiration that sparks every idea, and I think that's very important to put in this video. We are all inspired by each other, and I feel there should be credit given when it's due. So let me give the people their flowers. And we're going to go ahead and start at the root of it all because for each birthday since 2021, I've been going up the chakra line, honoring each chakra, starting with the red root chakra, and now I've worked my way up to the green heart chakra. Next will be the blue throat and third eye chakra, and then next is purple, the crown chakra. According to medical news today, the earliest written record of chakras comes from the Vedas, which are ancient Indian texts that describes the philosophy of yoga. The precise age of the Vedas is unknown, but they are thousands of years old. Coming up, I'm going to give y'all a look at my previous birthday looks, and I also dropped a tutorial on the yellow solar plexus look, so make sure y'all check that out. The link is in the description. I'd like to say chakras found me in my spiritual journey. I don't really remember how I got into it. It just happened. I'm very connected to colors and creativity, and I think that's what caught my eye. Each chakra relates to a part of the body, and understanding them can help open you up to healing physically and mentally. For me, it helps give a better understanding of health in general and how everything is connected. I won't give a full breakdown on chakras in this video, but I highly recommend you doing your own research. It may help you open your mind up to some really cool creative views and about how creativity can relate to the body. It's so nice to see how much I've changed as an individual. You can see it in my physique and aura. I look so much happier now. I've learned so much since starting with the root chakra, and that's such a metaphorically beautiful thing to witness, as the root chakra is basically the chakra that grounds you, hence it being near the feet. It's usually the one people start with when learning and mastering them. I love fashion and creativity, and I love to showcase that on my birthday. And I found this as a great way to infuse my spirituality with my creativity. And now that we have the color green as my main inspiration, I went on the hunt for green birthday outfits. As soon as I came across this Cult Gaia set, I knew immediately, like, this had to be the one. Until I saw the price. I actually considered paying the outrageous price of over $1,800. And I had to check myself, like, girl, be for real. Be all the way for real. And then I went on to think, like, you can actually make this. So that's what I did. And before we get into the actual making of the outfit, let me give you some insight on the inspiration. Cult Gaia. Founded in the year 2012 by Jasmine Loren Hekmet, Jasmine named the business Cult Gaia since Gaia is the goddess of Mother Earth and the daughter of chaos. The ready-to-wear brand began making a name for themselves after launching the infamous Arc bag. Most notably worn by Beyonce in 2016. I mean, everyone has seen this bag or something like it because there has been so many knockoff versions, and when people start making dupes of the original, you pretty much made it. When Beyonce wears your design, you made it. And from what I see, Cult Gaia's brand gives a modern, beachy, luxury night out feel. The target market are definitely people who are well off because Cult Gaia is not cheap, honey. These people also have a high appreciation for fashion. These pieces are beautiful, and as Cult Gaia states, they are art. It's pure art and beauty. I'd also like to note the innovativeness of the designs give the buyers a professional feel that is just not a suit. These are pieces you would wear to the holiday party, business dinners, and maybe a red carpet. Gives off a clean feel like this person means business. It's saying women can be bosses, but don't have to live up to old society standards. And she can own several businesses and run them well and still be fashion savvy. And I really like that. This is a very beautiful and aesthetically pleasing brand, but there are some things I dislike. I don't like that the word cult is in the name. Like, that to me is insane. I'm not effing with no type of cult, and that kind of strays me away from wanting to purchase anything in the future because right now I can't afford it. But I also have to report that Jasmine, the owner, has some anti Palestine views, which is an absolute bummer. She's pro Israel and basically be playing both sides. I don't have the exact quote, but you have Google. And this makes me happy I did not spend my hard earned coin on this brand. And see, this is why it's important to do your research. I'm sorry to throw y'all a curveball like that at the end, but I was definitely inspired by the brand. You can't deny the beauty, but you also can't deny those beastly red flags. All right, y'all. Now that we got into the inspiration behind the project, let's get into the project. I'm not a sewer, although I do see that for me in the future. It's just not the case right now. With that being said, I needed a base, and Shein was the she was the closest thing I could find to a base. I was really into that cow neck of the original, so I knew I needed a green two-piece with a cow neck. This dupe was from Shein. It was originally $15.59 and is now on sale for $11.85. But I got it for $9.29 because I did one of those spin the wheel things, but you get a good percentage off. It's wild because I really don't like how this looks on me, just plain and regular. But I love like how it looks on me with the edits I made. So let's get into the beading and the edits because I'm just tired of looking at this. I'm over it, sis. And I'm saying cow neck, but what is that? Like a drape negligee? Yeah, let's just go with that. It's a drape negligee. Let's get into how I made it, y'all. Or is it décolleté? Girl, I don't know. I'm gonna get back to you on that. But let's get into the items that I needed. All of the beading is from Amazon. I'll put the links below in the description. I got two of each, and let me just say the pictures on Amazon didn't really do any justice. They was a little sus. I was praying like, give me the gleam. But I was so happy when I got them, especially the Suncatcher jewels. They did a big one. Like they did exactly what I needed them to do, reflect the sun and gleam beautiful colors. I also like the colorful pearl ones. They help bring the dimension instead of using all green to give like a monochrome look. I did use mostly green, but adding more colors like the pinks, the purples, the blues, and even the blacks like helped me balance everything out. Also, adding certain crystals like rose quartz, green aventurine gave such a meaningful addition, adding soothing self-love energy and abundance. I also got a foam mannequin to help with the draping of the negligee. I'm gonna read up on that, y'all. I got y'all. I just needed like a meticulous placement of certain areas, and that helped a lot. Now, when it comes to sewing, I did hand sew. I don't think it's any other way to do this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I would love to find an easier way. Two extra tools I forgot to mention are needle and thread. You want to use thread to match the same color of the fabric, so I'm using green thread. And the main note I want to give when creating a chandelier effect is to loosely thread. You don't want to tighten any of the stones to the fabric because you want them to dangle. I worked my way from the top to the bottom of each panel so the thread inside does not get tangled. It's pretty easy when you get the hang of it, girl. It's just tedious because you're doing each stone one by one. But in the name of fashion, I shall. And here I just want to give y'all a moment and just kind of slow it down so y'all can get a better view of what I'm doing. You can kind of see me like pulling the beads down because I want them to hang. So emphasis on loosely threading. And if you've hand sewn before, if you've done a sewing before, it's just like that. You know, just take your time, put on a little could have been drewski and get into it, sis. Get into it. Another important tip when individually placing the hanging jewels on the draped torso area, I think that's what it's referred to. A negligee is basically your cleavage, but hey sis, I was close. It's important to have the fabric placed on the mannequin so that it mimics the draping as if it were on the body. This is better than laying it on a flat surface like the two breast panels we did because it drapes on the body in a different way. It wasn't perfectly draped on me because my body isn't the same as the mannequin. Maybe if I wanted it perfect, I could have used pins to mark the placement, but hey, I got it close enough. This was one of my favorite parts of the project, y'all. To get a better idea and accurate placement of where I wanted to hem my skirt, I took 4 pictures of myself and sent them over to Procreate. One with the skirt on front and back and one with the skirt off front and back. And then I used the layer and eraser tools in Procreate to create the blueprint of the curly hem that I wanted. And after that, I was ready to show off in real life. I used pins to place where I wanted the skirt to start and end horizontally and vertically, and then I used white eyeliner to draw the curvy design from the blueprint. Then I was ready to cut out everything from the design. I felt so official, y'all. I'm a designer now. And clearly the winner of the sewing challenge. Now give me my beautiful benefactress badge. It came out so awesome. I was so in love, and taking the extra steps to map everything out just worked wonders. So yeah, this was me after cutting it and mapping it and shaping it and doing all the little steps that I just did. There was a little buckle in the front, but I was like, the jewels that are going to hang is going to fix that. The back turned out beautiful. Excuse the mess, by the way. I had a lot going on that week. But yeah, y'all, it turned out real cute. So let's get into the hem.
This is so cute.
Remember when I said earlier in the video that I'm not a sewer? I'm getting there, just not all the way there. Yeah, I realized that during this hemming session, but it's moments like these that's gonna make a difference in the long run. I realized I should have cut the fabric a little longer so I could have more fabric to work with for the hem. But I made it work. Listen, RuPaul, I'll take my $5,000 for winning this challenge on Cash App. Thank you. I used pins and an iron to create the hem and hand sewed the hem as best as I could. So my takeaway from this step is to make sure you cut the fabric longer than your expected length, which is what I thought I did. So just cut it longer than you may think. And also, that iron did the damn thing. So iron that hem in place and thank me later. The hem came out pretty good. Like, it didn't have to be perfect because, baby, it's gonna be covered in jewels.
They're covered in Swarovski crystals, girl.
And after you hem, you ready to sew your beads onto the skirt. I didn't do as many beads as I did on the top because I had to think about me sitting down, and I honestly I was over hand sewing everything, but it worked out. Like, it wasn't as many beads. It like worked with the aesthetic of it all. So yeah, like me being tired worked out in the long run. But I made sure I was meticulous about placing a nice pattern of the jewels like along the hem. That was a really important thing, and it worked out beautifully. So yeah, you guys, everything turned out so beautifully. This was a cherry on top for my birthday. With all the love that I received, it was really a Leo's dream. I put a lot of hard work into this outfit and this video, so make sure y'all like, comment if you have any questions, share, and subscribe to my channel. I also want to give an inspiration shout out to at iServeFace on IG for inspiring my makeup look, Gen X Braids on Instagram for doing these beautiful braids. I'm also going to add in some outfit deeds and some birthday highlights. So again, I appreciate you all so much for watching. Make sure to follow my socials if you haven't already. Like, comment, share if you have any questions. And please subscribe so you don't miss any tea. Bye, stylettes and divas. I'll see you in the next video.
ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to wish a very special happy birthday to Sadia. Happy birthday to you.